Welcome, everyone, to Pitbull Stadium, not far from Miami and the home of the FIU Panthers. And today, this fan base eager to show everyone what the Panthers' home field advantage is all about. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Cowboys will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's long. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense getting set for first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. On the move at the 30. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Gets open down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Rivers. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Finds a crease at the 20. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Snags it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Here's the handoff. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, FIU. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll go to the ground. At the 35, he's got room. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
DB's right up on the receivers. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun to give, looking for room. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Svoboda. Fires to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, going to the air. The completion well past the sticks. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Looking for a gap. It's Scott. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wyoming. On to attempt the try. Splits the uprights. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Running back searching for a hole. Still on his feet at the 45. Nothing but green ahead. 10. Touchdown, Panthers. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something next. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. They feed him again. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Picks up 9. And first down for the offense. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida International 14, Wyoming 7.
And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Feeling some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He stopped again. They went right back to him, and he still found no running room at all.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
A 3rd and long coming up here. To the air, it's Svoboda. Time to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 20. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
He makes a grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Florida International offense is back on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch, called for and made. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Rides to the back. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
The Cowboys look to keep this drive humming. Off play action on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Out of the gun, the inside give. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? They'll try to run for it. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse. Going over the top. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
And the Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. He's got great speed. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida International.
Well, they needed a momentum-shifting play. Playing at home, they're able to get the punt return and take it the distance. Pollock, he made one guy miss, and it was off to the races.
Great job. Secure the catch, make the guy miss, get towards that sideline, and just use your speed and get to the end zone. What a great game-changing play, and this place is going bananas.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Liberty went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab some serious attention. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Flames ever do that? It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
You got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
They come to the line, facing third and long from the 25. To throw, it's Svoboda. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Caught near the sideline, it's Brown. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
On second down, he'll fire. Makes the grab on the left. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. That's caught. It's Brown. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. And that ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's looking to throw it right down the middle. Got his man. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll keep it on the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And now they take the lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the 3rd quarter. He'll call for the fair catch here. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
They want the edge on the jet sweep. Runs through a tackle. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Defenses have got to play with great eye discipline, especially when you're facing teams that will run the jet sweep. You've got to be able to locate the football extremely quickly, and defense did not do a good job of it that time.
The run to the left. At the 45 on his way. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Cowboys! They take the lead with the 6.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Right back to him. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. The last-second quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
To the air, it's Jenkins. Finds his big tight end. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Wants to go up top. It's complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. 2nd and goal for this offense.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Panthers. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss.
Wyoming, 28.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Man, that D tackle's a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. Working on the right. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Trying to find his man on first down. Going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Wyoming. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. international offense is back on the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They're trying to get to it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense was able to get to the QB, and I think that's what really creates the interception. Because of the pressure and because of the hit on the quarterback, it affected the velocity, it affected the accuracy of the throw. The defense comes away with a huge takeaway.
Ringo, Ringo. Spire.
Looking downfield, it's Svoboda. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Movement here from the tight end. They'll try the run. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13.
Picks up 1. Second down coming up.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Here we go.
On second down, wants to throw. Quick strike complete. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive. And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Trying to get in the end zone again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Looking for a man. It's Svoboda. Looking for the score. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, FIU. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boston College is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Chestnut Hill for a long time. They're up by 23 over the Astronauts. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Looking for room, it's Scott. Still on his feet at the 45. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wyoming! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Number 22.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Unloads it downfield. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown, Panthers! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with the QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
42.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They'll go to the toss. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Svoboda. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on to David. Finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Got it past the marker. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's got an open man. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
The Cowboys are on the move. Hands it off. They get him down, but not before he picks up 5 down to the 17-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Here comes the offense on second down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, it's Svoboda. Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and this is the time where I'm a defense. I'm slow to get up. I'm making sure I stay on that offensive player. I'm trying to eat up as much clock and make this offense burn as much clock, Palmer, as I can.
And this coaching staff right now, you know they're looking at the analytics too, right? How many timeouts do...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wyoming. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Number 83.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Still running at the 40. Oh, look out. There he goes. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Run in the red zone. It's Owens. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida International. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct. Don't take the sack. Don't get a negative play. But if I can be aggressive, Palmer, I'm still trying to go to the end zone to get the immediate dub.
And take as much pressure off of your kicker as you possibly can. You just got to wonder what he's thinking right now. Lots of pressure on him.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Back to throw, it's Svoboda. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
He unleashes a long one. It's a big stride inside the 10. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Wyoming.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. He wants to throw it. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
On second down, looking again to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
What a game. What a finish. Came down to one last play, and they get it done.
What a play to show up in that moment of the game and make that type of play. That type of individual effort is just magic, Dave.
No doubt. It's what you dream about, but those moments, you have to step up and make it, and big-time players like this come up and make a big-time